Well, hello, it's Katrin with Blend Precisely, and it's Wednesday, July 7th. Don't I always have that? That's so funny. Yeah, July 7th, 5 p.m. in Lisbon, and a few other time zones. We have noon and 9 a.m. in the morning Pacific Standard Time. So today I'm coming to you because I had a couple of questions and I wanted to answer those. Not I, but someone had a couple of questions and I would like to answer them live. And you know that I like to just answer them directly. It's nice to show, and it's also maybe helpful for some others who haven't seen that part or not. So there are two things today. One is I'm going to talk again about the possibility of actually editing your own ingredients or your own raw ingredients and or also your own components. And that part is going to happen inside Blend Precisely, of course. And so I'm going to show that part today. And then the other one, I wanted to just one more time talk about the single ingredient addition. So I've received a few questions, or not questions, but questions, I guess, to add certain raw materials, but they're actually already in the system most of the time. And it's simple to just add them really by yourself. So I'm going to show you that part today as well. And then if there are any other questions coming up, I can take them right here as well. If you're watching the replay, obviously put your questions in the comments and I will be answering them after the call or whenever they come in. So let me just share my screen right now. And you should be able to see in a second again this screen. Okay, one more time here. The entire screen and share. All right, here we go. So you should see me here. And then I will head over to Blend Precisely. Okay, so that was my wrong login. I actually wanted to take another login. So let's go in and let's talk about a little bit just how to adjust your prices. I'm going to hide this down here. So when you're entering your raw ingredients, either by adding them as a single ingredient here, or by adding them through the Excel spreadsheet upload, this one-time bulk Excel spreadsheet upload possibility you have here. In either way, they will show up under this little hamburger here. And let me just take off show only my ingredients because I do want to show you how everything looks like if you, just one second. If you're actually wanting to, I'm gonna go over here to get my preferences set. Preferences, let's take my show only my components off. And then let's go in here. All right, so we have 577 ingredients. So let's say you start out like this. And then you say, okay, you know what? I actually only want to see my ingredients and not all the Blend Precisely ingredients. And in addition to that, I would like to make a few changes. So what you can do is click this little button over here, show only my ingredients. So that is one choice. And the other one is where I just went to go under my preferences and set your preferences for good, meaning you can set your preferences to only show your ingredients or your components at all times. So when you have that, you will get the action of this little red bucket here. And also these fields will appear for you to adjust. So what I just want to say quickly is, first of all, you can delete your own ingredients, but they will be gone for good. And if you do this, you will get a little notification. Are you sure you want to delete it? And then you can decide yes or no. But then in general, you have the possibility to change those. And in the new release, this will be a little bit wider and there will be a lot of changes in the new release, but only good ones. But anyway, so you can change here. This one right now, for example, says euro. and I want to change it to US dollar, and then you get the currency update successfully little sign here. The same with the price. You might, every year, most of the suppliers change their prices, and then you will say, okay, they went up. Normally that's what they do. And I have to change it now from 54 to 56.98. And maybe you have this, that it's actually now 500 grams costing that. So you can change that as well right here. And every time you make a change, you will see that something updated successfully. This will not happen if you have the blend precisely ingredients. So blend precisely here, as you can see, you don't have anything to change to, and that, of course, and you know why we don't allow blend precisely supplier ingredients to change. The reason is that we have all our safety information, all the information for every single oil, for every single carrier, hydrolate, everything attached to this one is connected to this ingredient. So the only way to do this for you is by adding your own ones, and then you can adjust your own ones. It would be a maniac situation if everybody would change around the blend precisely supplier information. We would be in hell for that. So that is not allowed. That's why you can only really change your ingredients, and that's where these ones come up. The fields will look a little bit nicer as soon as the new release comes out, and then you can make those changes. So that is one thing I wanted to show you. You can go ahead now and do this for raw ingredients. The same here for also the container parts. And I only have one in here right now, but I could make those changes here as well. So if you have any questions around making changes to raw ingredients and container parts, let me know. I can answer them. And then the second part is that you can add a single raw ingredient, and you would just go over here, or of course the same with container parts, click blend ingredient and add this little plus sign, and then you just go ahead here and search for whatever you need to, magnesium, for example. Magnesium flakes, hydroxide, oil, whatever you need, you can choose this one. Blend Precisely will create a copy for you, but you don't need to enter it new. Only if it doesn't exist in our list of ingredients, and we have over 500, almost 600 ingredients, then you probably want to send us an email and let us know that a new ingredient should be added. But other than this, you can choose any of these ingredients, Epsom salt, magnesium, whatever you have, essential oils, lavender, and so on, and just add those ones. Then you can select one of the suppliers, or you probably can just add your own supplier, and the only thing you need to enter is the name. You may enter the contact, website, email, and country information, but it's not a required field. And then you just go ahead and, okay, let me just choose one. And then you go ahead and enter the remaining parts. So the little red star means it's a required field, and if it doesn't have the little red star, you don't need to worry about it. But obviously you do need the purchase price, and maybe it was $29.99. Quantity purchased was 1 kilogram, and it is organic and biological, and the currency maybe was US dollars in this case. Sales tax was not included, or it might have been, and then you just go ahead and click add. And then the raw ingredients successfully added to your list of ingredients. So let's see. Magnesium. I'm just gonna hit enter, and here it is, $29.99, 1 kilogram, Floriana. And then I can say, oh no, it was actually euros, and you go ahead and change it here, and now it's updated. So this is what I wanted to show you today. I'm gonna go back to my screen, and see quickly. Let me see. Okay, Sylvia, you mentioned that your image is very blurry. Donna, do you experience the same thing? And hello, first of all. Let me know if you actually experience the same thing, Donna. If that's the case, then maybe there's something going on with my reception or my Wi-Fi, and I will need to maybe record it again and then get it to you, Sylvia. So yeah, so Donna, if you're still on and you had a blurry screen, let me know. It's okay now. Yeah, so now I'm big. So let me just test something. Add to stream. And if I do this one, can you see right now? Is it possible for you, Sylvia, to actually see all of this clearly? It might have been just the size because I had myself in the view, and maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. Because you do want to see the screen big. Otherwise, it's hard to see the small written numbers. So let me know if it was not clear enough, and I will record it separately. And I hope it was. So let's see. Connection is unstable if you're on Wi-Fi. So it could have been my Wi-Fi connection today. And then my apologies, I didn't want that to happen. But sometimes I know when my son is he's on a Zoom call right now, our Wi-Fi goes in and out. And Sasha is watching some TV, so it might be that we're just using too much bandwidth. So I'm going to go back after this live and see how it is, and then I will record it again and then post it again if it was too blurry for everyone else too. I hope not. Anyway, so if you have any questions, let me know in regards to the ingredients and the editing of the materials. And if not, that's good too. And we will see each other back next week. And next week, I'm pretty sure I can show you the inside of the new version of Blend Precisely. Not fully new, but rearranged a little bit, and the cosmetic formulation and some color changes as well. So that should be exciting. Okay, so I will see you all back next week, Wednesday, and then I hope you enjoy the week. I know some of you have a camp trip coming up, so that's lovely. And others are working on some other stuff, as I know. Thank you, Sylvia. You too. Have a really, really nice day. Rest of your day, and yes, rest of my day too. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye. Ciao.